Okay, we got a swarm call. This is a decent sized one. You can kind of see down here. What we did is we put the box on the on a little high chair and tried to get them to walk in. And we got some on the box, but we just couldn't get them to walk in. So we're going to start by speeding it up a little bit, trimming a branch or two off and putting them in the top, and hopefully we can get them moving soon. Do you need some help?
Yeah, I'm wondering if...
Two hands?
Yeah,
all right.
I'm thinking I might...
Alright, so we're going to try to trim one of these branches and kind of throw them in the hive box, and just in case I squish a bee, I'm going to wear some gloves. So I'm going to grab hold of this branch right here, and she's going to clip it. Can you see? Alright. So, got the bees. I'm just going to shake them right into the box. And we're hoping that this will start to send out a signal that they'll go down into the box and be happy to send a signal to their brothers. Alright, here's another branch. You just gently drop those in too. So hopefully they'll crawl down in instead of fly away, because that won't help us out much. So I'm going to probably put the lid on.
So I'm going to talk loud. Hopefully you'll be able to hear this. It's pretty chilly today, so we were hoping that the bees would actually walk into the box, but they are pretty attached to this branch, and so we're wondering if the queen's still in there, and there's a chance of rain, so we're going to just try to vacuum them and put them in the box just to expedite things a little bit before it starts raining tonight.
And we don't want to cut a big hole in this person's bush.
Yeah, that too. He does want to trim the bush, but probably not that big of a hole. So we're just going to vacuum them a little bit. So this will take a little while, but we'll at least try to get a few more out of here.
One of the things that the bees do is when they kind of decide to mark where the queen is, they stick their rear ends up and flap their wings. A few of them are doing that. It's called the Nasonov gland. You can see a couple of those on the end doing it, and it signals to the other bees that this is where the queen is, or this is home. And just to kind of show you how gentle these bees are, I'm sitting here, standing right near the, let me scoot this back if I can. And these bees are just, they're cold, so they're just landing anywhere. They're just honeybees are just very gentle. Especially when they're swarming, there's no danger at all. So.
Alright, it's a cold, kind of rainy day in St. Louis, and we got a call from someone about a swarm that's up in a tree. It's about 50 degrees today, so these guys likely are not very happy to be cold and wet, but they're a pretty confined little bunch, so we're just gonna climb up there with a box and probably cut the branch that they're on and then get them into, just stick them in a box. They'll probably be so happy to have someplace warm and dry. So I will film once he gets all set up.
Okay, I got so excited about that last swarm that I forgot to film the rest of it. We cut off that branch and just dropped it right into the little nuke box and brought it home. It was very cold, so they really weren't flying very much, and they were a little grumpy. So right now you can kind of see it's still pretty cool. It's about 55 degrees, and I don't know if you can see the bees, but what they do is they orient. I always call it GPSing. and they just fly in a circular path. And the first time they kind of come out of the box, and you can also see this pattern when larva is hatching, and on an afternoon day, the same kind of time every day, they will be orienting the bees that are going out to fly for the first time. So anyway, that is the colony that we caught off of the tree, and then that's a swarm we caught a week ago. It was huge, about 10,000 bees. That's the colony that we rescued from the developer. That first box on the left is the swarm that you saw where we rescued it out of that boxwood bush, and this one was right next to that. We didn't film it much, but it's a little teeny colony, and I'm not sure if it has a queen, and there just isn't a lot of activity, so it may just be cold enough that they can't get warm enough where the other colonies are bigger and can get warm enough, and so the bees can exit and fly around. But who knows, we'll see. I'm not super confident about that one, but we'll see how that one goes. So we're now back up to 5. 3 over the weekend, so pretty productive.